Hello guys, it is me, SearingSorrow Imagery, and I'm back with another episode of Bad Fanfiction reading of After, aka Anna Todd, aka Imaginator 1D, aka Imagination Movers. You gotta think about 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 it. And today we're going to chapters 44 and 45. Holy crap, I can't believe we're almost halfway through the story. Thank God, though. I opened the passenger door and climbed into Harry's car. No matter how hard I tried to avoid seeing him all week, I somehow ended up in his car with him. He doesn't look at me while I buckle my seatbelt. I tug at the dress again, trying to pull it over my thighs. We sit in silence. Yes, don't talk to each other. And he pulls out of the parking lot. I am so relieved that he didn't allow Molly to ride with us. I would have rather walked home. Well, would you rather be driving with this dude who you hate? Or would you rather, or would you rather just stay at the party? I know she didn't want to stay at the party, but sometimes, maybe it's better to do that than go home with some dude that she hates. Meh. But what do I know? What's with the new look? He finally asked once we are out of the freeway. Well, Steph wanted to try something new with me, I guess. I answer him, but keep my eyes fixed on the buildings passing by outside the window. His normal screaming rock music is playing quietly though through the car. His screaming music, he's listening to Screamo. Oh my god. Just don't talk to him if you hate him so much, Tessa. What up with that? What? Oh my god. And then again, this is kind of his fault since he basically forced her into going with him to take her home. It's like, dude. I mean, she hates him. Why would she want anything to do with him? If anything, she was already maybe slowly but surely getting her life back on track, with Steph and that, and at this point we don't even know about with the situation with Noah, because I said so many times, but it was all Tessa's fault for dragging him into this whole mess where she's cheating on him, and while she's hanging out with this dude who she hates. I low-key just want to call him hard on, because that's literally what it sounds like. It's a little over the top, don't you think? He asks, and I ball my fist in my lap. So this was his plan today, to insult me on the whole way back to my room. Oh. Yeah. She don't dress for your approval. Okay, good thing she didn't dress for you or your opinion. Like, this girl really don't understand what insult really means. Harry just mad he can't touch her. Harry, stop it. She actually doesn't mind how she looks, and what she wears does not concern you in any case. Let her live. Yeah, I'm kind of with this commentary on that. It's like, why does it bother you about what she wears? You're just sounding like a douchebag. I mean, come on. You didn't have to drive me home. True that. And I didn't know you were coming, otherwise I would have never come. I lean my head against the window, trying to create as much space between us as possible. Don't get so defensive. All I'm asking is your little makeover is a little extreme. A little extreme. And yet you're the one to call her skirt a potato sack. Someone just contradiction much? It sounds like it. I don't know what. Bruh. Just shut up. My goodness, shut up, Hardin. I'm calling him Hardin because, like I said, Harry Styles, from what I've heard, is a really nice person. I don't have the guts to just call him Harry. I'm just gonna call him Hardin, I mean, in the story, I will have to say Harry, but, you know, just other comments, I may mostly just call him Harden, because, you know, in the book, he was Harden, and apparently I heard of after the actual story, before I heard of the fanfic that it came from. Well, good thing I don't care what you think, but I am surprised you don't think I look better than before, considering your distaste for my usual appearance. I snap and close my eyes. I am already exhausted from being around him, and he is sucking the little bit of energy that remained from me. I hear him chuckle quietly, and he turns the radio off completely. I never said there was anything wrong with your appearance. Your clothes, yes. Because he called his skirt a potato sack. Which, yeah, I have to agree, that skirt was bad. But compared to these clothes, I'd much rather see the hideous long skirts. The what? He tries to explain, but his answer doesn't really make sense. He seems to like when Molly dresses this way, only much skankier, so why not me? Seriously, why is she calling the girls a skank? What up with the skank insult? That doesn't make any sense. That's just stupid. Do you hear me, Tessa? He asked, and I feel his hand touch my thigh. I jerk away from his touch and open my eyes. Yes, I did. I just don't have anything to say about it. If you don't like the way I am dressed, then don't look at me. One good thing that comes from talking to Harry is that for once in my life, I can say exactly what comes to my mind without worrying about hurting his feelings. He has none. Oh! That is precisely the problem here, isn't it? That I can't stop looking at you? The words leave his mouth, and I consider opening the car door and hurling myself into the freeway. Whoa! Jesus, psycho! Tessa, you're a psychopath! Hurl yourself! I kinda hope she does, even though she kinda sounded like a psycho. It's like, girl, what up with ya? Oh, please, I laugh. I force myself to find the humor behind him torturing me the entire drive. He will say just enough nice yet cryptic things and then take them back and throw more at me. I can't believe he basically forced her into riding with him home. And here he is doing this stuff. It's like, what is Anatod trying to accomplish here? Is this actually, I feel my sanity slipping away. Yeah, I'd much rather have her hang out with Steph and Zed and Nal and all those people. Like, sure, there may be some things about them that, you know, you may not like Tessa, but at least they're way cooler compared to him. I mean, heck, maybe I'd rather have you hang out with Molly. Molly seems like, you know, she probably wouldn't be too bad. I mean, she's just another person for Tessa to slut shame. Let me just say that. Well, it's true, I approve of the new clothes, but you don't need all of this makeup. Regular girls will tend to makeup to look as good as you look without it. Bruh, he says. What? I said bruh. He must have forgotten that we aren't speaking, so he tried to ruin my life less than a week ago. And that we despise each other. That last part I'm still struggling with. You don't expect me to thank you, do you? I half laugh. He is so confusing. He's brooding and angry one minute and telling me I don't need makeup the next. AKA, he is just making you so stressed, angry, and worthless. Like, he's making you stressed, angry, and worthless. What up with that? You need to get away from him the next minute. Next minute, you got to get away from him. 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 Okay. Why did you tell the truth about Liam and I? He asks, changing the subject. Because you obviously didn't want to know. Still, why would you keep my secrets? Because they are not mine to tell. He looks over to me with hooded eyes and a slight smile on his lips. I wouldn't have blamed you if you did, considering what I did with Noah. Yeah, you're a douchebag for that, alright? I mean, and you were a part of the business, dude. Just, oh my god. But this is all like, no. Just, Harden, stop. Yeah, well, I am not you. No, you're not. His voice is much quieter. He remains silent for the rest of the drive, and I do the same. I have nothing to say to him. Well, I do, but it's best if I stay quiet. We pull onto campus, and he parks into the furthest spot possible from my room. Of course. Should have seen that one coming. Should have seen that one, honey. Honey, oh honey. Awkward silence. And people are gonna, I mean, he's so, I mean, come on, Harden is bad. I mean, Harden is a douchebag. I know people are gonna say, well, he has, you know, he was traumatized from childhood stuff. The problem was that even then, you know, that doesn't always excuse people for being complete doucheholes and being complete douchebags. I mean, look at Harry. If you look at other stuff, look at Harry Potter. He was basically abused from his aunt, his uncle, and probably his cousin, who at the time, you know, was basically conditioned to, you know, who was basically being pampered to the core from his parents. Until he got older, when he and Harry basically, you know, all the stuff. I'm not really gonna go into cursed child stuff, because that's basically, you know, J.K. Rowling's glorified fanfiction. But regardless, Harry did not turn out to be a complete douchebag. Alright, let me just put it at that. He looks over to me with okay, oops. Sorry, I already read that. I reach for the door handle, and Harry's arm touches my thigh again. Ew! You're not going to thank me. He smiles, and I shake my head. Thanks for the ride, I say sarcastically. You might want to hurry and get back with Molly. I add as I climb out. I hope you didn't hear me. I'm not sure why I even said that. Yeah, I better. She is sure is fun when she's drunk. He smirks. I try to hide the fact that I feel like he just punched me in the stomach. What the heck? I lean down to look at him through the passenger window, and Harry rolls it down. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Noah is coming down anyway. I lie and watch his eyes narrow. He is? Harry picks at his fingernails. A nervous habit, I assume. Yep, see you around, I smile. I hear him get out of his car and shut the door. Wait, he says, and I turn around. So he basically got nervous just because she said that Noah is coming, even though she lied. Like, wow. Jealous much? I smell that jealousy. Do y'all smell that sweet smell of jealousy? Oof, it's spicy. Never mind. I thought you dropped something, but you didn't. He says, and his cheeks flush. I know he is lying, and I want to know what he's going to say, but I haven't been able to avoid him all week. I am trying to get over what has been going on between us. I need to walk away now, so I do just that. Bye, Harry. The words mean more than I let on. I don't look back to see if he's coming after me, because I know he isn't. I take the heels off before I even get to my room and walk barefoot for the rest of the way. What germs have been on the floor now touching your feet, girl? Ew. The second I get into the room, I put my fuzzy pajamas back on and call Noah. He answers on the second ring. Oh, I'm surprised she take your makeup off. Oh my god. And I'm surprised she even got to call Noah. I'm even surprised he even answered at all, especially after the emotional near heartache, and like the mental and emotional anguish and agony from the other day. I can't believe he's answered after that stuff. Hey! I squeak. My voice sounds too high-pitched. It is only Noah. Why am I so nervous? Because you messed up big time, Tessa. You messed up big time, Tessa, and now you're calling him. Even though you really messed up, which is why everybody's saying Noah deserves better than her, because she's not even a good person to begin with. And then she does this. She pulls this off. I'm sorry, honey boo boo. We ain't here for this jizz. I'm sorry. We ain't here for this nonsense. Heck no. Hey, Tessa, how was your day today? He asked softly. He doesn't sound like the same distant Noah and I have been talking to all week. I sigh in relief. It was okay, actually. I'm just hanging out tonight in my room. What are you doing? I purposely leave out my dinner with Steph and everyone, including Harry. That will not help my Please Forgive Him campaign. I just got out of practice and I'm going to study tonight because I am helping the new neighbors cut a tree down tomorrow. He's always helping everyone. He's too good for me. Yeah, he's going to cut down a tree with the cardigan from the Gap. From the Gap. Noah is too good for her, and Harry's too wild for her. So, like I said, she needs to just, for her own good, she needs to, yeah, of course, she needs to dump Harry right there, or Harden. I'm just, she's gotta dump Harden. Then maybe she and Noah need to break up, and she needs to start fresh. And kind of figure out who she really is, because apparently she's just sounding pretty immature. So, seems like, because you've had such a sheltered life that maybe you haven't had enough room to grow up, so now you need to grow up big time. I am just studying tonight too. I wish we could study together, he says, and I smile while picking at the tiny lint balls on my fuzzy socks. You do? Yeah, of course, Tessa. I still love you and I miss you, but I have to know that nothing like this will ever happen again. I'm willing to try to put this past us, but you have to promise me you will stay away from him, he says. He doesn't have to say his name. Oh, 'cause he knows. He knows. I'm actually surprised that he is literally giving her a second chance. Despite, I'm even surprised that he's basically trying to give her a second chance. Despite that she messed up big time. Of course, I will. I swear, I promise. Part of me knows that I'm only desperate to have Noah forgive me because I don't want to be completely alone and fawning over Harry, but I ignore it. After exchanging I love yous, Noah agrees to accompany me to the bonfire next weekend, and we get off the phone. Well, you remember about the bonfire thing? Someone's got that plan going in. I look online for the closest car dealerships to campus. I will be taking the bus, so I need to stay within a few mile radius. Lucky for me, there are a good amount of used cars, lots ready to rip off college students. I dig through Steph's makeup bag and finally find the wipes to remove all my makeup. It takes forever. This action alone makes me never want to wear it again, regardless of how good it looked. Tessa! Jesus! Tessa! It just, their I love yous is so cliche! What about Zane? Or Zed? Or with Zed, or, as his One Direction name was changed. And I'm definitely sure that the other names, Landon, Liam was changed to Landon. I'm not sure when Neil and Louis were changed to. And then, of course, obviously, there's Harry to Harden. Alright, so chapter 45! Holy crap! Okay, I take out my notes and textbooks and dive into my studies. I am working on next week's assignments. I'd like to stay ahead 1 week at least, so there is no chance I fall behind. I still can't believe that Harry dropped literature just so he doesn't have to see me. That almost sounded like what Edward Cullen did in college, not in college, when he tried to get out of biology because of Bella, which I think is super hilarious. I should have asked him about that, but I was too flustered and annoyed to even think about it. Nothing that he does makes any type of sense to me. He drops a class to avoid me, then practically forces me to let him drive me home. I know, that makes no sense. He gives me a headache. More like he gives you a migraine. I know I'm not paying attention to the essay I am supposed to be writing. I might as well find a movie and lay in bed until I fall asleep. It has only been 2 hours since I got off the phone with Noah. It seems like 4. Jesus Christ! Didn't have to drop the class, just switch seats. I wish Hardin was more like Harry in the books. Hardin barely does anything, and it is so exciting to follow Harry's actions. Like, Hardin barely even talks in the first half of the movie, and the only thing he does is take Tessa to the lake and argue with her in class. I wish in the second movie there was more Harry and Hardin. But Harry is not like that in real life. Good God. And Hardin isn't, if you haven't even read the book Hardin, I heard, like, in the book, he is an awful person. Even worse than how he is in the movie. And yeah, we remember that Pride and Prejudice argument. That was so ridiculous. And it was legit pure comedy. Let me tell you that much. Just alright. I decided on watching a romance movie about a woman who loses her memory despite the fact that I have seen it numerous times. Why couldn't you just watch Star Wars or something Marvel related or something DC related, DC Comics related, or Harry Potter related? Tessa, you have terrible taste in movies. I'm sorry, but you have terrible taste in movies. Maybe you should watch Nacho Libre or something. Oh, that movie's funny. Oh my god, it's a good one. I like it. It's pretty funny. Less than 10 minutes into the movie, I hear someone cursing outside in the hall. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I turn the volume up on my laptop, but ignore it. It's Friday, so I know there will be drunk people all over the dorms tonight. Yeah, not a surprise. A few minutes later, I hear the cursing again. It's a male voice, then a female joins in. The male voice shouts louder, and I recognize the accent. It's Harry. Or Hardin. Oh no, Hardin. Hardin Scott. Get out. I jump off my feet and swing open the door to find him sitting on the floor with his back against the wall outside my room. An angry girl with bleached blonde hair is standing over him, scowling at him with her hands in her hips. Harry? I say, and he looks up. A huge grin slides over his face. Why? Get away! Teresa? He says and begins to stand. Can you please tell your boyfriend to get away from my room? He spilled vodka all over the floor, and I will have to clean it up, she yells. And I look at Harry. He's not my... He starts to say, but Harry grabs my hand and pulls me towards my door. I don't know why, but that scene just sounds really funny. It reminds me of that one story... No, not that one story. It actually reminds me of this one scene from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I think it was in season 2 maybe, where Anakin says, I'll take care of this, Obi-Wan. You go find your girlfriend. Like he's telling Obi-Wan to go find Satine, Duchess Satine, who he calls as Obi-Wan's girlfriend. And then Obi-Wan's like, okay, wait, no, Anakin, she's not my... That scene... I don't know why it reminded me of that scene. That is awesome. Okay, I have no shame with watching Star Wars Clone Wars. That stuff was good. The Mortis episodes were freaking awesome. Let me tell you that much. Okay, sorry for the spill, he says and rolls his eyes at the blonde. She huffs and storms into her room. Why are you here? What are you doing here, Harry? I ask him. He tries to walk past me and into my room, but I block the entrance. Why can't I come in, Tessa? I will be nice to your grandpa. He laughs and I roll my eyes. What the heck? Dear grandpa. What? I know he is making fun of Noah. Oh my god. Just get out. Get out, please. Get out, Harden. Get out of here, Harden. Get out, Harden. Get out, Harden. Get out, Harden. Seriously, you don't belong here. Oh my god, just get out of here, Harden, or hard on. Get out of here, hard on. He isn't here. Why not? Okay, so let me in, he slurs. No, are you drunk? My eyes scan his face. His eyes are red and his smirk gives it all away. He takes his lip between his teeth and puts his hands into his pockets. I thought you didn't drink. I thought you didn't drink, and now you've been drinking a lot. It's only been twice, chill out, he says and pushes past me. So why didn't Noah come? He sits down on my bed. I don't know, I lie and he laughs. Sure. The Gap probably has a sale on cardigans, so he cancelled on you. He laughs and I can't help but join him. The Gap. Oh no! Oh, that one just took me out. Oh, the Gap. The Gap probably has a sale on cardigans, so we cancel on you. The Gap. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so wild. Oh. So, where is Molly? At a Skanks R Us sale. A Skanks R Us Tessa. No. Oh my god. Yo, this ain't cheap. I laugh and Harry stops for a second and then laughs harder. What the? But why isn't he out of here? Come on. Tessa, you have issues. But the slut shaming, Tessa's joke was bad enough. But then the slut shaming adds it to a whole new level of bad. My goodness. It was a terrible attempt at a comeback, Teresa. He jokes and I kick my foot at him. Either way, you can't stay here. Noah and I are back together officially. I notice his smile fades and he rubs his hands against his knees. Nice pajamas, he says, and I look down. Why is he trying to be so playful? We hadn't resolved anything, and the last time I checked, we were both staying away from each other. Harry, you have to go. Hey, let me guess, one of Noah's conditions was now that you have to stay away from me. His tone is more serious now. Yeah, and the last time I checked, you and I weren't friends or even speaking. Why did you drop literature, and why did you hit Liam? Why you always asking me so many questions? He whines. I don't want to talk about any of that. What were you and your cool pajamas doing before it came, and why is your light off? He smiles. Harry is much more playful when he has been drinking, but I am beginning to wonder why he keeps drinking when he didn't before. I was watching a movie, I tell him. Maybe if I'm nice to him, he will answer some of my questions. What movie? The Vow. Ew. I answer and look at him. I expect him to laugh at me, and after a few seconds, he does. You would like that soppy movie. That is so unrealistic. It's based off a true story, I correct him. Truthfully, in my opinion, based on true stories, types of movies, usually, in my opinion, they're either always really depressing or flat out just boring. Am I the only one? Or it feels like nothing is happening. It's just like nothing is happening. And, yeah, it still seems stupid. Have you seen it? I ask him and he shakes his head. I don't have to see it to know it is stupid. I can tell you how it ends right now. She gets her memory back and they live happily ever after, he says in a high-pitched voice. No, that actually isn't how it ends, I laugh. Harry makes me insane most of the time, which is why he needs to get out. But it's a rare occasions like this where he makes me forget how terrible he could be. I forget that I'm supposed to hate him and find myself tossing on one of Steph's pillows at him. He lets it hit him even though he could easily block it. He yells as if he's actually wounded, and then we both laugh again. Let me stay and watch it with you. He half demands. I don't think that is a good idea, I tell him, and he shrugs. The worst ideas are the best ideas. Besides, you wouldn't want me to drive back drunk, would you? He smiles, and I can't resist even though I know I should. Fine, but you are sitting on the floor or Steph's bed. He pouts, but I hold my ground. God knows what will happen. We are both on my small bed. I flush out the possibilities and scold myself for thinking that way when I promised Noah I would stay away from Harry. It sounds like such a simple promise, but but somehow I always find my way to Harry. Or like tonight, he always found his way to me. Harry slides down to the floor, and I finally take the time to admire how hot he looks in a plain white t-shirt. Oh no! The contrast of his black ink and the white shirt is perfect, and I love the way his tattoos peek out from under the neck and sleeves. Got any popcorn? He asks as soon as I press play. No, you should have brought your own, I tease and turn the screen so he could see it better from the floor. I could always go for another type of snack, he says, and I smack his head playfully. Watch the movie and no more talking or I'll kick you out. Harry pretends to zip his lips and hands me an invisible key, which makes me giggle as I pretend to toss it behind me. As Harry lays his head back against the bed, I feel more calm and at peace than I have all week. Jeez. Harry watches me more than the movie, but I don't care. I notice the way he smiles and when I laugh at a funny line, the way he frowns when I sob after she loses her memory, and the way he too sighs with relief is when they ended up together again in the end. So, what did you think? I ask him and I scroll through to find another movie. It was crap, he smiles, and I ruffle my hand through his hair. Before I realize what I am doing, I sit myself up and he turns around to look towards the wall. Way to make it awkward, Tessa. Let me choose the next movie, he says, and reaches for my laptop. Who said you could stay for another? I ask, and he rolls his eyes. I can't drive. I am still drunk, he tells me. I know he is lying. I can tell he has mostly sobered up, but he's right. He should stay. I will deal with whatever Harry decided to do to me tomorrow. Just to be able to spend time with him. I really am pathetic, just like he said. No. Well, you slut shame, so there's that. At the moment, I don't care. I wanted to ask him why he came here and why he isn't at his own frat party. But I will wait until the movie is over because I know he will turn sour once I begin to question him. Harry chooses some Batman movie that I haven't even seen. Ooh! Okay, you got taste. Harry/Harden. You got taste. You got Batman. Woo! Batman! Woo! Some Batman movie that I haven't seen and swears it is the best movie of all time. I laugh at his enthusiasm. He tries to explain the previous movies in the trilogy, but I have no idea what he's talking about. Noah and I always watch movies together, but I've never enjoyed it as much as I am with Harry. Oh, are you watching the Dark Knight trilogy? Are you watching the Dark Knight trilogy? Oh! Awesome! My butt is numb from your hard floor. Harry complains as soon as the movie begins. Steph's bed, isn't? I tell him and he frowns. I won't be able to see the screen from over there. Come on, Tessa. I will keep my hands to myself. Yeah, sure. Fine, I groan and scoot over. He smiles and lays next to me on his stomach and mimics me by bending his knees and putting his feet in the air. I can practically see the tension between us as he lays 2 feet from me, but I force myself to ignore it. Harry lays his head onto his folded hands and he looks adorable. The movie is much better than I expected. I must be more into Harry because of what I look over. He is fast asleep. He looks so perfect. Push him off the bed. I want to reach over and touch his face, but I don't. Despite the fact that I should wake him and make him leave, I cover him with my blanket and lock my door before laying on Steph's bed. I have spent the night with Harry multiple times now, and never with Noah. I have done a lot of things with Harry, and I've never done with Noah. Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa, so next time we're going into 46 and 47. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!